good, and they still hunger for more. But here's what I've come to understand, is the people that's the most hungry for righteousness are those that have none at all. So the world around you is hungry for what you've got. Here's what I want to tell you, because I feel like most of you are saved and just about everybody is filled with the Holy Ghost, and just about everybody here is on fire for God. I find that Jesus puts them in a boat. We find in verse 35, the same day when the even was come, he saith unto them, let us pass over unto the other side. And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship, and there were also with him other little ships, and there arose a great storm of wind. I want you to pay close attention to that. There arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. He was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow, and they awake him, and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish? He arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. We know the end of the story. The wind ceased. There was a great calm. Here's what I want to draw your attention to this morning for just a moment, is that there's no way around it. It doesn't matter if you're a new Christian or if you're a long-term Christian. Storms are a reality. I don't want to paint a picture that you're not going to walk away from this place, and some of you, from the moment you get home, not step right into an adverse situation. Some of you can step right into a place where nothing feels the way it did in Truth Camp, and you wish you could feel the same experience. You wish you could be in the same atmosphere. But here's what I've come to tell you. Storms are something that are placed in our way, not just to make us stronger, but they're also for our benefit. There's something that you and I can grow from. James makes the assumption that storms are something, though we have many different temptations, we have many different trials. He says that storms are of absolute necessity, and does not feel that that's something that might happen. He says that they're going to happen. He says, my brother, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. Now, if you do, now there's a chance you're going to fight a devil. You better stand up, square your shoulders, and understand, I got what I got in this camp, because I'm about to face the devil.
Yes.
I'm about to face an adversary. Some of you are about to go through a storm. But here's what the Bible says. Count it all joy when you face diverse temptations.
Yes, amen.
Smile. Put a smile on your face and understand this is going to grow me. I'm going to be a better individual at the end of it. But here's the virtue of it all. Here is the crux. Here's what I want to tell you. There's storms that happen within life. Some of them are created on the inside. Some of them are trials that God allows us to go through on the outside. But if Jesus is in your boat, can I tell you, you and I look at this, what I find is that Jesus looks at the waves, and the waves are getting into the ship. The waves are filling the ship. It's the waves that's making the disciples upset. It's the waves that's making them fearful. It's the waves that make them wake Jesus up. But here's what I find is that Jesus doesn't rebuke the waves. He rebukes the wind. He speaks to the effects. That's what I want you to understand this morning. What you and I deal with and what we're going through in this world, it's the effects of something else. How many know that in school we learn the law of cause and effect? If there's an effect, there must first be a cause. If there's an apple tree, there had to be a seed first planted in the ground. Here's what I've come to tell you. He didn't speak to the waves and rebuke the waves, but he rebuked the wind. There's a principle in this that's wonderful to remember, and that's what I want to leave you with, is that when you're in storms of life, when you cry out to Christ. I don't know about you, I had a turmoil in my life as a young man, and getting saved was a process. It was God drawing and pulling me out of a storm, bringing me through things in life. But I'm going to tell you this much, when God spoke, He didn't rebuke me, He rebuked the cause. I'm going to tell some of you just a moment. He's here this morning. Some of you are going to go through some things, but the fact is that the cause of it all is sin. The cause of it all is the devil is our adversary. The cause of it all. You better realize there's a cause in everything you're going through, in every emotion you're feeling, in every trial you're about to face. You don't have to get wrapped up in the effects. That's what That's just the effects. Jesus is not here to just talk to your effects or subdue your effects. He's gone after the cause. And I believe that's what's taking place this week in this house, is those of you that have had a turmoil in your life. He didn't rebuke you. He rebuked the cause that was making you feel the way you have. And I tell some of you young people that you're about to go through things at home. I don't know about you, it excites me to know He's not here to rebuke me. He's going to speak peace to me while He rebukes the sin out of my life, while He rebukes the turmoil out of my life. I'm glad to know this morning that there's a Savior, that if I cry out loud enough, it doesn't matter how great the storm is, He'll stand over my sin, and if I get up here, He will rebuke the cause of what's making me afraid. He will rebuke the cause of what's making me down. He will rebuke the cause of what's making me fearful. Young people, this morning, you've got somebody that has greater effects in your ship than the effects of this world. Yes, some of you are dealing with the effects of a broken home, the effects of turmoil in your mind, the effects of what the world has said about you. But if Jesus is in your world, the effects of Him are greater than the effects of the world.
Hallelujah.
I tell you, if Jesus is in your world, the effects of Christ being in that boat, His confidence is so